What is going on, gamers? It's your boy. I am King J. I am so happy to finally be back. Um, I know y'all were probably expecting the Lions franchise, so I'm gonna give y'all a quick rundown before we get into this video. Quick rundown is anything that happened with the Lions franchise I can no longer do because of the Madden franchise glitched it out and just made it where the entire file just decided to disappear on me. That is why I've been so long without recording and stuff like that. That combined with I didn't have a mic for a little while. But we're back now. Brand new mic, brand new franchise. Gonna get back hopefully into what we were doing. Um, but yeah, unfortunately the Lions did get corrupted. But the Lions just now have so much talent that I just don't think they'd be a great franchise team to do. And there's a lot of people that have done the Lions as franchise. There's only a one or two that have done this team. So we have, as you should be able to see now, we have went with the Chicago Bears. We stayed in NFC North. Chicago Bears are currently 3-6. The reason we went with the Bears is because of this young man right here, Mr. Justin Fields. That's right. We picked the Bears because of Justin Fields. They also got Chase Claypool at the trade deadline, which I thought was an amazing move. Great pickup for them. We have Cole Kmet too, so that'll be a nice little. Offensively, I think we're gonna have a very fun offense. Defensively, needs a lot of work. We're also gonna be switching our defense to a 3-4 defense, so that'll be a very nice thing for us. It'll be a straight spread offense. And here's, you can see it, folks. Our coach, the head coach of the Chicago Bears, is a move I think they should make in real life this offseason. I don't think that Eberflus is going to be a great head coach for them. I don't think he has enough offensive personnel and game planning in his mind to finish out games. This is where the Chicago Bears have struggled. Meanwhile, the Eagles' offenses look fantastic since hiring Shane Steichen as their head coach. So we're going to bring in Shane Steichen as our head coach here, or as their offensive coordinator. He's the offensive coordinator for the Eagles. So as you can see, I'm running the Eagles offense with the Chargers defense, and here's why. He's currently the offensive coordinator for the Eagles. Before he was the offensive coordinator for the Eagles, he was with the Chargers as their primary play calling offensive coordinator. He called almost all the plays. And because of that, I thought it'd be a nice little addition to just run their playbook, those two playbooks, because the Chargers do run 3-4, and that's what I wanted was a 3-4 playbook. So that's what we're gonna have now. So yeah, Shane Steichen will be taking over. We'll be pretending like he just took over at the end of the year because I'm gonna send out the rest of the season. But this the roster. We're gonna have a lot of fluctuation in the off season, and here's why. Couple of guys that I just don't think are going to be long-term on this team. Eddie Jackson, he just doesn't fit the time window. This team is trying to get younger, much faster on defense. Jalen Johnson will be our cornerback. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. I do not plan on replacing him. I think he is a very underrated corner in the league right now. I'm excited to see what he can bring to this roster. They also have a guy by the name of Kyler Gordon, who they drafted in the first round this year, towards the tail end of the first round, but in the first round. I want Kyler Gordon to get as much playing time as possible. I want him to become a beast for us. He does sometimes develop really well in that franchise, so we'll see if we can have him do that for us. He will be our number 2 corner and our slot corner, just to kind of give him a little bit. Behind him, you have Kendall Vildor. He is another young corner that I think will be a good rotation corner for us, but I don't think he'll be a third corner. We are going to look for somebody else to play that future third corner or second corner spot. Offensively, like I said, Justin Fields and Darnell Mooney and Chase Claypool. Like, we have decent receiving options. That we do need one more good receiving option, but we'll run those two for a little bit. We'll see. Khalil Herbert, I think, will be our RB1 next season. I don't plan on re-signing David Montgomery. I think he just has a really hefty price tag for a running back who, as good as he is, he's not a top 5, top 10 running back. So I'd much rather let him walk, keep the cheaper in-house option of of Khalil Herbert, or if we can hit on the draft, we'll take somebody in the draft. That is our kind of options at the moment that we are debating between. So yes, going forward, like I said, we'll be running that 3-4. This draft that's going to be coming up, we are going to end up using the real life draft classes with CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, all those guys. I think it'll be interesting. I do have a few really good draft classes for like 3 years worth of real life draft classes, so we're gonna use those. But yeah, so whenever you guys next see me, we will be at the end of the season. I'm gonna go ahead and just spin through it, try and get it done, get it out the way. That way we can have some fun. All right, folks. So see you there in just a little bit. Well, guys, we're here in week 15, and Darnell Mooney just got a depth trade upgrade to a superstar. So there y'all see it. We will have a superstar receiver going into next season. That'll be very fun. Super glad he got that. If Justin Jefferson gets one, but we're gonna see. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys he had a depth trade upgrade. We'll be right back with the end of the season. All right, folks, we're here in the off season with our first trade of the off season. The Chicago Bears are sending Eddie Jackson, a 5th and a 6th round pick for this year, to the 49ers for the running back that they won't really be using anymore as they got Christian McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell, who has a depth trade. So I love Khalil Herbert, but Elijah Mitchell has a depth trade, so we might just run Elijah Mitchell. But Elijah Mitchell does have injury concerns, so that still opens the door to Herbert. We'll see who gets what. But yeah, we also get a 5th round pick for this year, so we're just basically swapping picks. We're actually moving up in the 5th round with that pick. And also, we get a 3rd round pick for next year from the 49ers. So it was a good move for us, and I think a really good move for the Niners, who are trying to win now. So they're trying to move pieces to get better in positions of need, like free safety. I think it was a great trade for both teams. If any other trades are made, we'll be right back. Alright, folks, we're back here, and we didn't have an overly active free agency, but we did sign some bigger names, some decent names. The biggest of which being Marcus Davenport. He'll be coming in and playing left outside linebacker for us as an edge rusher. We needed a good edge rusher, and I believe he can be just that for us. Welcome Marcus Davenport here to Chicago. We also bring in veteran corner William Jackson to help those young bucks hopefully a little bit. William Jackson had a really rough go out there with the Commanders in Washington. So he finished his season out with Pittsburgh, and we decided to bring him on in to give him a shot again. We brought him in on a 2-year deal, see what happens with him. We do have Marcus Davenport for 5 years, about $74 million total over 5 years, so not a terrible contract. Bring in punter Tommy Townsend to be our new punter. We also bring in a new kicker in Matt Gay. Can't be good special teams, figure bring them in. To help with our receiving core a little bit, we bring in young buck Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. He was with the Tennessee Titans, but he is a free agent here. 6'3", 211. He has good, I think he has just really good instincts. I like him in real life. He has a future starter tag. I figure we give him a shot. We bring in a backup tight end with Dan Arnold. And then we sign a couple other just rotation guys and maybe guys that are looking for a second chance. Raekwon McMillan, Lonnie Johnson. Ben Mason's going to be our long-term fullback, so we don't have to worry about it. Ben Burkiven, who I think has a little bit of upside, so we brought him in. And then we brought in a mentor for Jalen Hurts, or Justin Fields, not Jalen Hurts, for Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor. So that's our free agency, guys. The next step is the draft. All right, folks, here we are at pick number 6 in the NFL draft, looking to take our first round selection. And this is where it gets interesting because we have a few different options to go with here. But I think the most glaring need on this team is offensive line help. I think we're going to go Peter Skoronski, the best tackle in this draft by far, out of Northwestern. I think he'll be a good fit for us. So welcome Peter Skoronski to the Chicago Bears. Hey folks, with our second round pick, which was pick 32 in the second round from the Baltimore Ravens when they traded Roquan Smith there. We take Raheem Jarrett. He's a 6 foot tall wide receiver out of Maryland, just to bolster up that receiving core a little bit. He's a speedster, which is another thing I felt we needed on this team a little more of. So we bring in Raheem Jarrett. We'll see what we can do with him going forward. So here it is, our draft class. We ended up using all of our picks, and I love the class, to be honest. They're great. So we had, of course, took Skoronski and Raheem Jarrett. Y'all seen those 2 picks. After that, we went Byron Young out of Alabama. He's a run-stopping defensive end. He's going to fit our 3-4 scheme, so I figured bringing him in might be really good. We brought in Mahmoud Diabate. He's a climbing edge rusher in the draft out of Utah. I really like him. Really athletic guy. As you can see, 87 speed, 91 acceleration. We are going to start him on the opposite side of Marcus Davenport and let them two hopefully develop into a great tandem. We have Tyree Smith, safety out of Georgia. We will probably move him to the free safety and play him more than likely. Or we actually move Jaquan Brisker to free safety and let him stay at strong. We'll see though. We bring in Storm Dunk out of North Carolina to corner. Just a young guy, nice athletic corner. I figured give him a shot. Maybe deeper in the rotation. We got a steal here in the 5th round, I think, and Ivan Pace Jr. He's actually out of Cincinnati, so I will actually change that right now. But he's out of Cincinnati. Wonderful kick-up, I think. Beautiful, athletic guy. I think he's going to be really good for us in that middle linebacker spot. He's going to be another starter. So we really hit on a lot of good starters in this draft, which is what I like. Oh, I can't seem to do that. Well, we know he's a star dad, which is still good. I forgot what I had to go to do this. Alright, so yeah, we get Ivan Pace. He's a star dev, he's going to be a star dev, but he had a hidden dev. And then in the 7th round, Cedric Van Pran fell. Hidden dev center out of Georgia. Those Georgia Bulldogs were hitting. He's got a 98 strength. He looks really good. He's going to be our day 1 starting center. So yeah, we're looking like a really solid development team going forward. I'm excited to see. I will set up the lineup and then I'll show you guys the final product. Here we go. It is our final depth chart going into the season. Looks really good. I actually am really excited to use this team and just see how this offense really does. I think they're going to propel and be amazing. I think Shane Steichen's offense is going to be phenomenal for us. So yeah, we're going to be running. That's going to be your offensive line starters. Of course, the 2 rookies in there. I'm excited to see what they can do for us. Defensively, which is going to be our weaker spot at the beginning of this. Byron Young going to be starting down there with Jones and Gibson. Davenport and Diabate as the edge rushers with Pace and Burkiven in the middle. Safeties are going to have Brisker and then Tyree Smith, who's a better zone, or better coverage safety, so I'll put him back in coverage for us as our free safety. We then have Jalen Johnson, William Jackson, Gordon, Vildor, and Duck as the corners. I'm super excited to see what goes on with this team. Jones got kick returners. Jones. We are going to cut Trenton Gill and Cairo Santos. We'll just cut them right now to get it out the way. So yeah, this is going to be a team that I'm excited to see. We are going to start the season off by giving the starting running back duties to Elijah Mitchell. If Elijah Mitchell doesn't perform to our liking, then Khalil Herbert's right there. We will go ahead and sub him in. Raheem Jarrett and Darnell Mooney are going to be those slot positions. I'm really excited for this team. I think we have a very good chance of making a little bit of noise. So if y'all are excited, make sure y'all slap that like button, subscribe, comment, do all those things that make you the beautiful, wonderful people you are. Super excited to be back. Super happy to be back. Till next time, I am King Jet, and I am signing off. Peace.